Hey guys, Larson Halleck here with another music lesson. But it's not a scalar mode this time, we're doing something a little different. This is a new segment I like to call Standard Songs, in which I analyze a song that everybody knows but nobody knows the name of, and talk about where it comes from, how it was written, when it's used, and anything else that would be relevant. So for the first edition of this show, I thought of something very relevant, a song that basically everybody knows, and yet nobody seems to know the name of. Mysterioso Pizzicato. Does that name sound familiar to you? It should, because undoubtedly you've heard it before. Take a listen. Sound familiar? Of course it does. Does it sound like something that would be playing in the background of a silent film as the villain does his devious shit? Well, it should, because that's where it comes from. Mysterioso Pizzicato, also known as the Villain's Theme, is a piece of music that, as far as I can tell from research, was written around 1914, when it appeared in a book of incidental music aimed at the accompanists for silent films. Silent films had musical accompaniment in the theater, piano players and the like, so naturally you would pull this one out when the villain showed up. Pizzicato is a playing technique that involves plucking the strings of a string instrument as opposed to, strumming or pulling a bow. Mysterioso, of course, does not need an explanation. The song is played in a minor key, typically natural minor or harmonic minor. Of course, there are endless variations on the basic Mysterioso Pizzicato theme. The notes ascend in a staccato arpeggio, trill on the minor submediant, and then descend downwards in a similar arpeggio. The composer is still unknown to this day. The only name I can see is J. Bodewalt Lamp, a Danish-American fellow, who published the first book that had this piece. It is unknown whether or not he himself wrote it. And ever since its original publication, it has persisted through the present day, albeit it was seen as a cliché and something humorous as early as the 1930s. Early cartoons and the like would use it to mock villain tropes. Hell, even young-ish people probably know this song due to its presence in the classic video game Wizards and Warriors as the boss theme. So undoubtedly, this song, cliched as it is, will likely persist in some form or another for generations to come. I'm Larson Halleck. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to go tie a young maiden to the railroad tracks while twiddling my mustache. And now, a word from our sponsors. Hello, are you a fan of Larson Halleck and the Barbaric Gentleman? Of course you are, otherwise you wouldn't be watching. Would you like to help the channel grow? Would you like to help me out? If so, here's how you can. You can go to patreon.com/LarsonHalleck and join the ranks of these illustrious heroes. You can also go to www.paypal.me/LarsonHalleck to also donate some money. You can also buy my book. The Patreon, the PayPal, and the link to my book are all found in the video description. You can also follow me on Twitter or on Instagram. I no longer advertise my Gab because Gab sucks. Otherwise, enjoy, keep watching the videos, and spread the word.